This episode of Chins and Giggles is brought to you by Huggies. Baby butts rejoice. New Huggies skin essentials are here. A brand new dermatologist-approved line of diapers, wipes, and pull-ups training pants, all designed with baby's sensitive skin in mind. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Chins and Giggles episode 116. Hey, 116, queens. Y'all. Happy Friday, happy Thursday, happy weekend. Whatever day you're tuning in, girl. I hope you guys are having a great summer so far. Is it officially summer now? Girl, it's been summer. Wait, when did summer start? Last month? Oh my God, I'm an actual idiot, Myra. I don't know why I thought it was like July 21st or something like that. No. Is it June 20 something? Oh my gosh, I'm a whole ass month late, guys. I really dead ass thought that it was like, I don't know why I thought it was. Anyways, the wrong month, bitch. So we were having a little bit of issues with the cameras this morning, so we're not going to be having the front angle, which is totally fine, but you're still going to see our beautiful faces. You know what? Sometimes that front angle is humbling, so I'm kind of glad it's not here. Let's get rid of her. No. Guys, we actually, right now, we are, our whole studio is being completely renovated. I mean, it looks the same, literally. Our studio, what you're looking at looks exactly the same. But we're working on some stuff in the studio, and you'll see really soon. But a lot of things were shifted. We're on a completely different wall. It looks exactly the same, but we got flipped 90 degrees. So yeah. Our camera equipment was hell setting up today because we had to reset everything basically. And you know what? We're making it work. But even with doing that, I was noticing my own background, and I was like, what is this shit right here? What's going on here, queen? Because I gotta fix it. It looks cute right now that we're not seeing the front angle. From the front angle, it looks even crazier. So I was like, you know what? I kind of want to redo my shelves. I like the shelves going on, but I feel like it's so sparse, and it's never full. So I'm like, we need to spice it up in here a little bit. A little bit for sure. Add some character, because what is this? But we got some coffee this morning. We actually started earlier today. So good morning, queen. Good morning, queen. It's crazy. They're all watching this at midnight, right? Midday. How cute is my cup, though? I got it from TikTok shop. TikTok shop? Oh my God. You know what? I've kind of fallen off the TikTok shop bandwagon a little bit. Okay. I was hardcore in it, where I was going crazy. And now I'm just sick and tired of seeing them every time I fucking scroll. Everything is TikTok shop. Yeah. Everything. The other day I got 30 underwears for $15, girl. I mean, it's working, bitch. I was like, girl, y'all making anything? Well, Prime just happened too, Prime Day. Oh, Did you get anything or no? I ordered a couple things yesterday. Some home decor stuff. Okay. I didn't get much, but I don't know. You know what's going on today with me that it's actually killing me, and I can't even look at myself? My brows are so fucked up. They're not. I'm having a bad brow day, guys. Listen, y'all. I got my eyebrows microbladed years ago, and you know how they're talking about eyebrow blindness nowadays? Mm-hmm. You don't have I think blindness. I had brow blindness. I might still have it, but I did have it a few years ago. A few years ago? I did. I feel like my brows, I got really excited about microblading them because I had bald brow, no brows. And I mean, microblading changed my life, but I feel with the times that change over the years, everything changes, the styles. Sometimes you want a fluffier brow, sometimes you want a bigger brow, sometimes you want a thinner brow. And I feel once you microblade them, they are that way forever. They don't really fade, actually. They do not fade like I thought they would. You know how I used to think by now, I'm I'm not touching up, they'd be gone. I think they're here to stay. Yeah, and when I got my brows, I literally told her make them black, because I just knew that I was always gonna be a black hair girly, so I'm just make them dark. But I just feel they have not faded whatsoever. I feel they don't look as harsh right now, but there's moments that they just look so harsh when I'm not wearing makeup. And because they're fading, they're almost smudging a little bit. So it's getting that ugly blue tint to it. Gotcha. Almost a gray tint. Yeah. And I'm not here for it, but I don't want to get them retouched because I don't want them to get darker. But maybe I need to add a red tone. Do you remember how we looked without brows? Humbling. I think we had no brow blindness. We had no brows.
That's the statement. There was no brows to begin with.
There was no brows, bitch.
I literally, like, you know, I like to go down videos for memories. Again, I had another moment where I was just looking at older videos and I could not believe, like, I mean, I am so grateful for my microbladed brows. It's crazy.
You know what? I am really grateful for them too. Like, a lot of times that I'm like, you know what? I could just get up and go for sure. Like, they changed my life. But I do feel like if you have hair on your brow, we had hair, but it was really sparse. If you have eyebrows like that, you could see them and it just takes you like a little bit to fill them in. I wouldn't suggest microblading like that unless you like literally look like you have no brows like how we did.
No,
because
I feel you.
Even having microbladed brows, because the styles are always changing, I'm always having to go in to my brows and like they still take a good amount of time. You would think it's like get up and go, but it's like no, they're still like annoying to work with, especially because like I feel like when I don't have Botox, like some of my expressions make my like this brow is always a lot higher. You could even see it now.
Okay.
It's just like I feel like that's just how it is.
So lazy with being picky with my brows. I just draw them on and they probably do look like two complete different brows if I'm honest, but I just stopped caring. I think about my brows.
Like I don't give a fuck about them anymore.
I'm just be like, just follow along. Next.
Or like, you know how like that 2016 brow was in so much like the faded look and stuff. I feel like I'm permanently stuck with that look because I can't do the fluffy brow. I can't do that because like even with the hairs I have, I can't work with them because I have the microbladed brow.
Did you do microbladed or did you do the?
I did microblading and shading.
I didn't do shading.
See, that's good though because I feel like you could still get the fluffy look. I can't do that anymore. Oh my God, you know what I wish I would have done? Like if I knew about it years ago? Eyebrow implants. Like implanted, like kind of like when you get a hair transplant. Yeah. But a hair transplant on your eyebrows, like
you know what? I've seen that and I think it's absolutely iconic. But to know that there is less hair now on my scalp, I'm also bald from my head. It's crazy.
Like you don't need that many grafts for your eyebrows.
You're right.
I would have been down to lose an inch of my scalp for.
So you just have a bald spot on your head forever.
No, you don't. They take it like you never seen how hair transplants work?
Yeah, they take like you'll be bald there because they're taking the actual hair follicles.
But they're not taking them all out of like they're not leaving you a bald spot.
I think they leave a row, I think, right?
No, that's if they cut out your scalp. Okay, so I've seen them before. Like they either like they'll take a piece of your hair, they'll shave it off because that's where they're gonna get the grafts from, and they'll take them out in sections. So it's like you might be more sparse in that area, but it's not gonna be like a patch of baldness.
I thought it was like an actual patch.
It looks like that because they have to shave it to get the follicles out. There is times though that you kind of get like a mini facelift, and that's kind of iconic because they'll actually like take a piece of your scalp out and like stitch together. So like you're getting the piece of your scalp removed, and they're using all those grafts, and then also it's like giving you a lift. Ooh, kind of iconic, honestly. It's like a 2-for-1.
Okay,
a facelift and a fucking hair transplant. But Gabriel Zamora is the one that did the. That's the first time I had ever heard of someone doing a brow transplant. And that's fucking iconic. See, like, I didn't know about that back then. If I would have known, I would have been like, that. Let's do that. Imagine, like, the fluffy brows.
You get put under for that? I don't think you have to get put under for that, right?
I think with hair transplants, like, they're awake. Which is so weird to me because it's such a long procedure. Isn't it, like, 10 plus hours? It's, like, something crazy.
What?
It's something crazy.
Baby, knock me out. Shit.
I don't understand. Like, how do you get put out for, like, a 1 hour surgery or, like, 2 hour surgery? But for something like a hair transplant, why are you awake for that? I would be like, knock me the fuck out.
Well, you'd probably knock out after a couple hours.
But imagine how impatient you would get. Like, I think you're literally awake for that.
You want to hear a fun fact?
What?
You know, sometimes randomly your face, your brow, something gets a little itchy. You're like, something's crawling. Something's literally crawling. Did you hear about that?
What?
The little things crawling in your face. There's like little, it's like little
mitochondria,
almost like little insects that live on your skin. And you know, randomly you're like, my nose is itchy, my brow's itchy.
Oh, it could be like,
it is. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
There's like little,
like microscopic animals.
Yeah, little microscopic little animals on your face or whatever the heck they're called. I don't know the term, girl. But just, you know.
Wait, so it has nothing to do with like when you get itchy in a random spot. Why do you get itchy? That's real. Like that's a real question.
That has to do with it. They're crawling on your face. That's how you feel.
Talking, so on your skin too. It means like there's actually.
I think they're just living stuff all over you. On your face, yeah. Like that's why they say like randomly, like when your nose gets itchy or like your brow, or like just random faces where you're like, ugh, that tickled a little bit.
The brow getting itchy is like a different itch for some reason. I'll scratch it and it feels so good, so random.
They're going the fuck off then, or something.
That's crazy. So when you get an itch on your body, could it be that like actual like insects crawling
I would
on you?
think so, because they had like reference to the face. I was like, so when I randomly feel something on my leg,
Why do people itch? Is the real fucking question.
Damn animals.
Why do people itch? I know this is stupid, but this is the shit I Google.
I think
this is the stuff I Google. Oh, our body's neat way of attempting to protect us from damage to our skin from objects in the environment or nasty insects and parasites.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was parasites.
No, but well, it could also be just like pollen, medicines, just different stuff. It's part of the immune response. Your body releases substances called blah blah blah, triggering an itch. Oh, it's like a hormone that your body triggers itches. You know what? Sometimes I think about when a kid is crying, when a baby's crying. And you're like trying to give them their bottle, like, oh, you're fine, like your diaper's changed. Like, have you ever wondered, like, you probably have an itch, like, is your butt itchy?
Is your back anything?
Your back, and you can't say that you're itchy.
I'm taking Noah's back, and I'm like scratching it in case he got to itch somewhere.
You know what I mean? Like, I do that sometimes randomly with Mia, where like I'll just say scratch her back or something. I'm like, I wonder if you're itchy, and you just don't tell me you're itchy.
Did you see that quinceañera that's going everywhere? The baile
I did. I'm like, y'all, we're doing too fucking much.
Okay,
like,
I'm trying to remember, like, for our quince, we didn't do a surprise dance.
We didn't have why didn't we have a surprise dance? Because so iconic.
We were so, like, shy, and I felt like it was just an absolute not happening moment.
We wouldn't have learned a surprise dance, let's be real.
Did you see it, though? Like,
I did. I was like, you're fucking kidding me.
Yeah. She went live, and she was saying, she's like, my outfit was not supposed to show my cheeks. Like, I'm like, but baby, even the dances. But I think it definitely, aside of the dances, I think because it was like a thong, like it did make it like 10 times worse.
I mean, I honestly feel like she could have been wearing anything and they would have been. It's just so funny because when I saw them dancing like that, I was like, that was literally me in Mexico, just going the fuck off. But obviously I had pants on, you know. The little the thing on the floor. That was all of us in tequila. But I'm also 30, so
and it was not your quince, too.
And it was not my quince. I was fully clothed. No, that's too much. Like, they're literally children. They're 15 years old. Yeah, I honestly, like, I'm gonna call it for what it is. I feel like at that age, you think you're so grown and you want to be like, oh, this is we're really gonna eat with this fucking dance. Like, all the boys are gonna be like, whoa. I'm just thinking like a 15-year-old is thinking like, oh, we ate.
And who's hyping them up?
It's the fucking parents for me, or like the family.
Like, yeah, like hyping it up. I'm like,
it's a bit much.
Our party would be crickets if that was us. Cause who the hell is hyping it up? Like, for real.
I think it's the adults part, because I understand kids at that age, like kids at 15, they think they're grown. They do, yeah. And they're like, we fucking ate.
But you know what?
It's the adults.
It's adults I find crazy, because I know damn right those parents saw them practicing that dance multiple times a month. They had to have
practiced it, yeah.
They had to have seen that, like, at least once a week. Like,
I can't even blame the kids, because like you know, like quinceañera going live and stuff. I'm like, ay, pobrecita, like did you really think she thought her quince was gonna go viral? Mm-hmm. That alone, like,
and she didn't post it. It was like
a family member, huh?
No, I think it was, I don't know if it was a choreographer. I don't know who it was, but it wasn't posted by her.
I actually feel like if I went to my family's quince and that was a surprise dance, I feel like I'd be like, I'm not going to post this, because like it's a lot. It's a lot to even the person that posted it, you know, like it was just too much.
I thought I had seen like everything, and then I saw another video. I was like, it just keeps going.
I mean, there's some really funny surprise dances out there. I mean, it wasn't funny. Like, they're saying there's some really, like, you know, like, so you come across a lot of shit on TikTok and stuff.
I had seen a comment that was like, this is the type of performance I would do to my husband. Imagine all the little girlfriends or boyfriends that are, like, with the people that are chambelanes and stuff. Because, you know, like, they're not all couples.
No, I know, but
your man over there dancing, like,
was there guys there? I thought it was just girls dancing.
Don't know that there is a part where the guys come out and they're giving them lap dances and everything.
What?
That's the part I told you that I saw, and I was like,
what? So it got worse than that. I thought it was just like the crybaby on the floor.
Can I show you?
All I saw was them, you know, doing the crybaby, and I was like, okay.
Look, this one. They're literally giving them lap dances.
Oh my God. Like, this is a lap dance.
An actual lap dance.
Okay, it's too much. All I saw was the crybaby on the floor, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's too much."
That's crazy.
That I mean, they're literally giving.
No, but imagine your boyfriend being the chambelán and you seeing that.
Yeah, a lot of times, like even with bridesmaids and stuff,
couples.
like a lot of times, maybe you just know the groom. I mean, the groom. Maybe you just know the guy, or you just know the girl, and like they very likely have couples. But like
if Raul comes out like as a maybe not chambelán because they're
but I'm trying to put
middle-aged man, but maybe at a wedding.
I mean, I try to put myself in that age and thinking like, if my man was a chambelán,
back up, my man. I'm canceling the fucking surprise dance.
No, like I'm thinking like if I was in that situation and my man was a chambelán and like he's getting a lap dance, I'd be like, wait a fucking minute, like yeah, that's a lot. If my daughter was a dama,
I would like actually.
Right, Myra? Like let's say you're showing up, Noah's a chambelán, and you don't even know the dance because he's been going to practice, and usually they just go to practice. You drop them off.
Not all the parents go.
The parents are just dropping them off at practice. If I pulled up and I saw Mia busting all that shit, I'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" I would just be like, "Wait, yeah, of course, yeah." You're like thinking like it's too much. It's a lot. It's a lot. The
Tias were definitely like they got something to talk about.
The Tias were talking for days, bitch.
They still talking, girl.
They are. They're on their phone like, yeah, we still TikTok.
Oh, I know, right? Oh my god!
I mean, the Tias, you know how Tias are. Like, they'll be talking shit even if it was a phenomenal party,
right?
So they were talking after that. Like, I know se pasaron. Like,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Has Raul ever been like in a wedding where you know that he's gonna have like a partner to walk down the aisle with and stuff?
No.
Yeah.
He hasn't actually. No, I don't think Raul's ever been a groomsman.
Was at a wedding a couple years ago. I actually couldn't make it because Noah was like literally a couple days old.
Oh,
but he was for like one of his really close friends. He was I was gonna say Adama. He was a groomsman, and I'm sure he had a partner, but I never met her or anything. But I just think it's funny because naturally you do question like, okay, who's gonna be your partner? I can't even imagine because these kids are young, but like some of them probably do have boyfriends or girlfriends. No, that's
the parents' fault. Like the chiquillas, like honestly, like them. At that age, you think you know everything.
She's probably like a cool mom, hyping her up. Like,
but but it's a lot. It is a lot.
No, that's too much. I don't care how of a cool parent you are.
It's too much. Speaking of birthdays and stuff like that, I saw this TikTok of this, what looks like the older sibling. It's her birthday. They're singing to her. And because all her little siblings are crying, they have to sing happy birthday like, I don't know how many times.
Maybe not happy birthday, but they all had to blow the candle.
And people were saying, that the older sibling can't even get their moment. So I want to ask you what you think about that, because I do have some opinions about that myself.
Okay.
What do you think?
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I feel like I'm like that little percent that didn't see anything wrong with it because I see it so often with our family. Like the kids want to blow the candles. So normally we're like, oh, like let the kids get their turn. But also seeing the comments, it did make me think like, okay, well, maybe it should not be like so difficult to say no. Mm-hmm. But we've also normalized it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But also I think when you see like, when you put yourself in that child's place, I understand. So maybe this time we would probably change what we do, girl.
No, you know what? I think it depends on the situation. I feel like if it's you and as an adult, like me as a mom, if it's my birthday and my baby's like, oh, like they want to be sang to or blow the candle or whatever. To me, that's cute because that's my kid. Mm-hmm. And we actually lived this year with Mia and birthdays. Mm-hmm. Like for the first time, like she's excited about birthdays. We lived it with Raul's birthday. I even posted on Instagram how she made us sing happy birthday to her. And I'm kind of cringing now saying it out loud because at the time I was like, she's so cute, imagine. And now I'm like, oh my God, people are probably like, girl, imagine. So and she had to blow out the candle like 10 times. It's, she did it for my birthday too. Uh-huh. But I will say this, for Raul and I, as her parents, it's so cute to see her be excited about it.
Yeah.
Because she's my kid.
And these are her kids too.
okay, right? But this is a different scenario, Myra. That was my birthday. I'm turning 30. Like, I'm a mom. You're my kid. If anything, I see you excited and I'm like, I'm a grown ass woman. This girl, like, she's a child. I don't know how old she's turning, but she's the oldest child, it looks like. And she's not having her moment. So, yeah, when I put myself in her spot as a kid, I do think that the kids should have their own shine.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I can't speak from it now confidently because I don't have my second child yet. But, like, if it was Mia's birthday and all her other siblings are like, well, I wanted this and this too, it's like, yeah, maybe I would find it normal. But actually seeing that from another perspective, like watching that TikTok, I was like, no, you could see it in her face. And, like, you don't think that, you think it's harmless, it's cute. But the kid's birthday, they're thinking like, oh, now they just took my moment. Aww. So I could see how that could be annoying. So, yeah, I think I would implement that to my own kids. Like, your birthday will come later. Like, this is their day. If my babies
think about it, yeah.
If they want to blow the candle and get excited when it's my birthday, like, that's fine. I don't care. I'm a grown ass kid. I was gonna say I'm a grown ass kid is crazy, but I'm a grown ass adult. But when it comes to children, like, let them have their special moment.
Yeah.
Because that was, when I saw that TikTok, I did notice it. I was like, she's just standing there. Aww. And you could tell she feels like, oh, she doesn't want to say anything. But, like, I don't know how many kids it was that they were, like, singing to and, like, having to blow the candles. It is a lot.
Yeah. And it kind of puts things into perspective because having a twin, you don't have the option to have that moment to yourself. Right now that you were singing, I was like, wait a minute. Like,
but you know what? It's our normal.
It's our normal.
And we're okay with it.
Like, and we're okay with it. But I mean, but it's not their birthday.
That's the thing. It's not that kid's birthday.
Like, pues nosotros, like, it's our birthday. So,
and you know what? Like, as a parent, when it is somebody else's birthday, it is our responsibility to be like, no, come over here. Like, come here. It's not your birthday, And, like, that opens my own eyes about Mia. Like, if someone else's birthday and she's trying to go crazy, like, no, baby, it's not your birthday. You could do that with your mom and dad because we don't mind. Don't do that with your cousins and stuff. Because that también, like, I do think that when a person is blowing their candles and there's kids around them immediately, like, angry, like, trying to blow the candle, like, get your kid, let them have the moment. And, yeah, later on, if the person is okay with it, but, like, I do think it's kind of like when all the kids immediately start like all right like the best we could do as parents is like get your kid like no it's not your day. Okay.
Speaking of sharing birthdays, I'm really curious for people that actually share birthdays, even probably with their siblings, your twin. Do you ever do anything separately? Because I know, like, me and Karina, obviously, we've done everything together every single year. But maybe there is times where maybe, Karina's mentioning, like, oh, my God, I would love to travel. Or for whatever reason, we just don't align with, like, our birthday wishes. And we end up just kind of, like,
we always do something
the best we can together. But I guess my question is, like, do you ever, as a twin, having a twin or some, just anyone that maybe shares a sibling.
Maybe we could ask the question to ourselves. Because we're twins here.
No, but maybe people that have done it. Like, okay. Have you ever celebrated a birthday where maybe, like, you both had different plans and did different things?
There is twins out there like that. There's twins that don't even, like, have the same friends and stuff. I'm telling you, like, we just got lucky that we have the same friends, that we do the same shit, like, and that we, like, think alike. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of twins that are completely opposite that think ideas of fun are different.
Mm-hmm. Celebrate their birthdays
like me and Myra, like, when our birthday's coming up, we're linking up and actually planning it together. Mm-hmm. We're like, should we do this year? Should we do this? Like, what are the vibes? And like, if let's say Raul wants to take me somewhere, like, I'll plan that later on.
Yeah, and then you're thinking about, like, well, like, what's Myra doing?
Yeah.
Also, though, if you ever want to, like, do something, you could too, like, go out.
I've never thought about it. I've literally never thought about it.
I know, but it made me think because I think, like, it's your birthday.
I definitely would never throw myself like a birthday bash. It's fucking random. It would be like a joint thing.
Yeah.
I would never be like, oh, I'm going to throw myself a party. You're not invited, Myra. Imagine, like,
okay, yeah, that's a little crazy.
No, but, like, that's, not all twins are like, not all twins are close like that.
Yeah. So it's just like, for me, it would just be so weird.
It would be so weird.
It would be like,
but like
what?
if you had to go somewhere and for whatever reason I couldn't,
I
like,
wouldn't
go
do that,
off.
Mara. I would not.
I know.
Can you imagine like one of us at home and one of us on vacation on our birthday? Like, it's just like, what?
I know. It's a little.
I don't know. And you know what? Maybe when we get older, when we're like have all our
When
kids,
our parents want to plan, our kids want to plan stuff for us.
okay, that's gonna be different. When our kids want to plan things for our birthdays,
Well, kind of like, I think this is kind of very similar to holidays. Like, kind of. I was just thinking like recently, because like, you know, when you create your own little families, your own families, because like your home family,
because your family.
because your family.
Yes.
So like, think about holidays. Is there gonna come like years where we're not all getting together? Because it slowly sometimes happens where there's years where like people,
when your
drift
kids
apart.
grow up.
What happens if we all want to host in our home?
Yeah, like
Things like that, right? That, you know, one
your
person wants
kids
to host.
grow up
Well,
too, and
I want to host too because I have my little family, and everybody wants to host, and then you just slowly
and our
start
kids
separating.
are still. It happens. It's gonna
Like,
happen.
Are the kids? They're gonna contact each other, their little cousins, like, hey, it's their birthday today. What are we doing? Or
Probably not.
oh,
Like cousins are close and stuff, but siblings are usually closer. So it's like I feel like
are we gonna go to breakfast together? Older?
I don't think so, and I've never really actually thought about that until now.
That's
and I'm like,
crazy,
when our
huh?
kids are older, Myra, and they want to take us out and stuff, and like, we're probably just gonna mutually be like, oh yeah, it's our birthday. Like I'll see you. We'll go have dinner together or something for our birthday later.
Funny, huh?
But we're definitely gonna, you know, God willing, be in that position.
Yeah,
To be like where we're actually.
oh,
Like, you know, in that position to be like, oh, go hang out with your kids. Duh. Like, we're going to have grown ass kids with, you know, a whole family of our own.
Yeah.
We have our whole family of our own now, but they're still so little and
Yeah.
we're still so young. So that's why we like plan stuff together.
Yeah.
But that's crazy, huh?
Did
Sharing
you
our life.
guys see the national anthem?
I saw a clip
So,
of it.
oh my goodness. So Ingrid Andress, she sang the national anthem.
Who is that?
You know, if I'm honest, it was my first time hearing of her, but she is a singer. And she sings actually really nice from what I saw.
Girl, with this heat and summer being here, we all know we sweat in places other than our pits. Baby, all the crevices are sweating these days. I'm looking for a little bit more coverage these days. Not just my pits, baby. I'm talking under boobs, rolls, crotch, butt, feet. Anywhere and everywhere that there is a crevice, I need coverage.
I feel you, girl, on those crevices. And that's why we're loving First Aid Beauty's new whole body deodorant cream. You heard right, girl. Whole body deodorant. Anywhere, every crevice. This is my new go-to product, especially for the summer. Girl, I am sweaty. I am bothered. Honey, pass it over.
The body odor is definitely changing. I gotta keep it real. And let me tell you, the First Aid Beauty whole body deodorant has helped me to smell and feel fresh. This thing is a life changer.
I've been using the whole body deodorant cream. It helps me feel dry and fresh all over while walking, running errands, summer weddings, outdoor events, workouts. Girl, you know this summer is booked and busy, mama. Like, we're everywhere. I just want to be nice and squeaky clean.
And you guys, it's safe to use all over your body. So like, just think of it as it is. Like, you know how you would use a deodorant on your pits? This goes everywhere. It could go on your privates. It could go on your underboob, your stomach, your feet. And it doesn't cause irritation, you guys.
Oh, love that. Get this, girl. On top of that, it's actually clear, so it doesn't go all over your clothes.
It's invisible. No streaks or white cast. And the citrus scent is so nice.
Yeah, girl, you're going to be smelling like a walking summer, nice and fresh.
A walking, juicy citrus fruit.
First Aid Beauty's whole body deodorant cream helps to avoid odor all over with clinically proven 24-hour odor protection.
It's also dermatologist and gynecologist tested, y'all.
And it's free from all things you don't want, like aluminum, dyes, parabens, etc.
Feel fresh all over, all summer long, you guys. Order First Aid Beauty's whole body deodorant cream today. I'm telling y'all, you want to get your hands on this.
And we're excited to share a special offer available right now just for our listeners.
Get 20% off when you visit our exclusive URL, firstaidbeauty.com/chins, and use our promo code CHINS.
That's firstaidbeauty.com/chins. So don't wait. Get 20% off with promo code CHINS at firstaidbeauty.com/chins. Let me ask you, how much do you think you're paying in subscriptions every month? I don't know, like $20? Girl, the answer is more. Probably more than you think. Well, did you know that over 74% of people have subscriptions they've forgotten about? I definitely did. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I 100% did. But listen, baby, after Rocket Money, I'm no longer wasting money on the ones I forgot about. Did you know that most Americans think they spend about $60 per month on subscriptions? But get this, the real number is closer to $300 a month. That's a whole car payment, girl. That is literally thousands of dollars a year, half of which we've probably forgotten about. Thankfully, I started using Rocket Money. They found a bunch of subscriptions I'd forgotten all about, and then they helped me cancel the ones I didn't want anymore. Like my editing apps, my cute filtered apps. I have this really bad habit of just buying an app and saying, hey, I'll cancel it after the 2 weeks is up, after the free trial is up, and I never come back to it. And then years later, I have this app I've never used, not once. That's how they trap you. And honestly, let's be real, not everybody watches their accounts that closely. But now that we're using, Rocket Money, it does all of that for us. So we don't have to worry about it. With Rocket Money, I have full control over my subscriptions and a clear view of my expenses. I can see all of my subscriptions in one place. And if I see something I don't want, Rocket Money can help me cancel with a few taps. I especially love the dashboard because it shows me this month's spending compared to last month. So that keeps me in check and I could clearly see my spending habits. Plus, they'll help me create a custom budget and keep my spending on track. Yes, girl, that dashboard be checking me sometimes. Humbling, if you will. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you by up to 20%. Okay. All you have to do is submit a picture of your bill and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. They'll deal with the customer service for you. If you don't know what Rocket Money is, it is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spendings, and helps lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. And a lot of people are already using Rocket Money. They have over 5 million users and it has saved a total of 500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. So girls, stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/chins. That's rocketmoney.com/chins, rocketmoney.com/chins. So Ingrid sang the national anthem at the home run derby in Texas. And I was like, okay, cute. Like, did you hear? No, I heard 3 seconds of it and I was like, that's terrible. Cute. And then I was like, wait, what is happening? I scrolled right. I didn't even look at the comments. I was like, this is so bad. I just scrolled. Oh, you felt bad a little bit to check the comments. No, I was just like, this is horrendous. And I just scrolled. So do you remember the Fergie national anthem? The Fergie? That was I just watched it. Like yesterday. Who the fuck? Because I really wanted to see who allowed that. And the way she thought she ate, let's play basketball. That was Mike. She thought she ate it up. She thought she ate it up. Honestly, the confidence was immaculate. It was iconic. Fergie was so fucking bad. Anytime you do anything with confidence, as long as you're confident, queen, go the fuck off. Because I was watching it like, period. Well, maybe she looked back now. Fergie has to look back and be like, that's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened in my career. No, she was thanking Ingrid. Like, thank you for taking this weight off of me. No, for real. Someone had to take it. I just want to know, like, why they're not having these people audition to sing the national anthem. Because she sings good. But clearly, did you see the statement? No, she made a statement. She made an apology video. Not an apology video. She just put, I'm not gonna bullshit y'all. I was drunk last night. I'm checking myself into a facility today to get the help I need. That was not me last night. I apologize to MLB, all the fans, and this country I love so much for that rendition. She's checking herself. I'll let y'all know how rehab is. I heard it's super fun. Like, what is going on? That just got deep so fast. But people are saying, like, is she making excuses? Hold on. I'm trying to take in the fact that it went from, like, LOL, that was a shit show, to I actually am going into rehab. Thank you guys for letting me know that I was horrible. Is she maybe being sarcastic a little bit?
Can she be being sarcastic? I can't tell. I can't read the room. Is she playing? Is she just joking?
I'll let y'all know how rehab is. I hear it's super fun. Like,
isn't it actually like? I heard it's super fun. It's crazy. She's probably being sarcastic, but people were saying that maybe she was probably drunk. But those from when I is she based? Is her response? I can't tell if it's like being like. If she's being like, yeah, I was drunk. I'll check myself into rehab.
But you know what's funny, Karina?
You know when we're around drunk people, like the singers, when they're drunk, sing incredible. Well, it depends. Because when I'm drunk, I think I'm singing incredible.
Well, but a singer, like an actual singer.
I just need y'all to start having people audition to sing the national anthem. Because I don't give a fuck how amazing your vocals are. You have a different style. I don't care. I don't care if it's Celine Dion. Yeah. If you have a different style, first of all, I'm sorry, Celine Dion, you're a fucking queen, and I bet you would kill it. Mm-hmm. I bet you would, queen. But what I'm saying is, like, you can't just hear a singer and be like, oh, they'd kill this. Like, like, I think they should actually have them audition.
I think so too.
Or can you at least, like, on the phone sing it real quick so we could know what we're getting into?
Yeah.
Because Fergie had to shock the world with that one, bitch. But then again, like, maybe it's good for them, right? Like, to actually have a little scandal. Like, no, actually, it's not. It's not. It's horrible. They sucked.
I like how real she was, though. She was so real for that.
Who?
Her saying she was drunk. Like, you're so real, girl.
It's just crazy.
Well, the nerves already have to be there to sing the national anthem. Like, eyes are all on you. So maybe she was thinking, like, oh my God, what's going on? And she was just trying to pull through because maybe I could never. I'm not a singer either, so I don't know what to tell you, queen.
I just feel like you have to have the best vocals on the planet to sing something like the national anthem. I need to know if you're keeping up with the Brooke Schofield and Clinton Kane drama. And I know you're going to say no.
I
do you know who Brooke Schofield is? Do you know who Tana Mojo is?
Tana, yes.
It's the girl that does a podcast with her?
Yes.
She was coming up on my For You, but I didn't know what was going on. Mara's all scrolling through all the drama.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on.
You guys, my sister and I have different For You pages. Clearly. I cannot believe. Do you watch the Canceled podcast?
I don't. That's why I don't know what's
going on. See, I'm a podcast girly through and through. Like, I watch all the podcasts, Mara. I watch all the Latino podcasts. I watch all the, like, other podcasts like Canceled, Full Coverage. I watch like so many different podcasts. Anyways,
so tell us the tea. What's going on?
I'm not even gonna lie. Like the Canceled podcast is my favorite podcast right now.
I have only seen it like snippets on
TikTok. So fucking good, Myra. They're so funny. They're so real. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know Tana. She don't give a fuck. She's done it all. And they're just funny as hell. So Brooke Schofield, she was dating this guy who happens to be a singer, Myra. He has some pretty good hits. Not much that I have heard of because it's not my genre, what I listen to. But she was dating him for I think like 7 months or something. She had like hinted to it on the podcast about him because he's literally kind of like, I mean, he's a singer, literally. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you know, she was dating him and she would do snippets on the podcast about how he was a liar, that he like killed off his family, basically. Like just lied and say that they all died.
Wait, what?
But they were...
Oh my goodness. I've seen snippets on TikTok and I don't know what they're talking about.
So she dated this guy and, you know, they have their podcast where they talk about everything. And she would just bring him up randomly, but she never like dove deep into it because she was like, she felt bad because clearly he's not okay in the head, you know, to be making all that shit up. But he was just like a master manipulator. She mentions how she has like mental issues herself, but that she was not medicated when she was dating him. Like I've heard about him so much because of her. Like that's literally how I discovered him. And she would just talk about it here and there. Like yeah, she was dating him. He's just a liar, Myra. Like just a fucking compulsive liar, narcissist. And
when she would talk about him, though, I'm sure she wouldn't even mention his name, right?
No, she would. Like, she did get to the point of mentioning his name and stuff. But
how did it all unfold? Like, did he speak up or?
She spoke up. So, well, the drama recently, it's such a long story. But if you guys are keeping up, you know. It's such a long story. She would say little things here and there on the podcast about him, but it never blew up like that. Mm-hmm. Until recently, he opened up a can of worms. And he went on TikTok and he posted like a snippet of something. And he said, when you dated somebody 2 years ago, but they won't stop yapping about it. when you dated someone for 3 months and they won't stop yapping about it. He called her like a yapper. Who the fuck says yapper? So random. So she was like, oh, you want to call me a yapper? So she basically did a whole series. Do you remember the girl that did that series on TikTok that she was like, recent number, blah, 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 of who I married?
No wonder. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So she did that with him. And she was like,
her whole page is filled.
So she said, you want to call me a yapper? Okay. So she went on TikTok and did an entire series and like broke down the entire relationship. How they met.
My goodness.
That he actually like pursued her because he was like a singer and she had heard his song Chicken Tendies or something. She had heard one of his songs and she liked it. And he had been inviting her to concerts and stuff. And she knew where it was going. She's like, he's inviting me to his concerts because he probably wants to hit on me. Eventually she goes to one of his concerts because she's like, I'll just go. Whatever. He's so charming, I guess, like with his words. Because the guy is like not cute. He's he's not like the best looking guy. For the shit she fucking went through, you're like, you would think he's a 10 to be putting up with half the shit she put up with him.
Yeah.
But eventually, I guess like after hanging out with him and stuff, she's like, okay, like she starts to like him and they go on a few dates. You know, they end up together. He ends up telling her how he has this horrible thing happen where like his mom, his dad, and his brother all die in the same year. What? He's even written songs about them. Like a lot of songs are about his family.
Stop.
And how they died and, So she just always like felt so bad for him. Like, oh my God, this guy is so strong. He lost literally his mom, his dad, and his brother all in 1 year. Like, and he's always crying about it, having meltdowns about it. That one time she joked about like falling down the stairs. Like that they were just hanging out and she's like, what if I just fall down the stairs right now? And then he got so offensive and like stopped talking to her, broke up with her, or like did this whole shit show. And he was like, my mom died that way, falling down the stairs. So he makes this whole scene about it and like they get in a huge fight. And of course she feels terrible. She's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
She never asked like, how did your parents die?
I don't know. But the point is like, I guess that was a reason that he said like, that's how she fell down the stairs. Like that's how she died. So he was so offended. He was so offended. Of course she feels terrible. She's like, I'm so sorry. She feels fucking terrible because she had no idea that's how she died. And then there was another instance where they were at a restaurant and that they were like at a dinner and then he just looks down at the day and he's like, it's my mom's birthday. And he like storms out crying and like expects her to, run after him crying and stuff. And she feels horrible again because she's like, oh my gosh, she just noticed it's her birthday. Like the point is like there were so many scenarios where she's feeling so bad for him because like she would make a joke about something or say something and he's like, actually that's really offensive because my mom or my dad or shit like that where like it would actually start fights between them. Fast forward, she ends up finding out that like her mom is alive. His mom's alive. The only one dead is his dad. But like he never really talks about him much, so I feel like maybe he did. I don't know. I'm not who's to say what relationship they had.
Okay.
The mom's alive. The brother's alive too.
Yeah.
And that's where everything goes like south because I guess she ends up finding out that he's like cheating on her or something. Like he's also like a big ass cheater. Like he cheats on her all the time. So it just starts unraveling before her eyes. And she's like, your mom's alive. Like, what the fuck? So she finds her. Out? She finds her on Facebook. You know how us women are.
She didn't go to any family functions? Like, oh, well.
She lived like, he also lied that he was like Australian. He like faked an Australian accent.
Stop.
Like this guy, Myra, this is like
crazy.
Literally like somebody who is in the public eye. Like he's like has songs and stuff. Like he's an artist, you would say.
What?
So she had all this
Being
dirt
an
on
artist,
him.
how do you people not expose your dirt?
So there have been comments like she says that one time that she saw him on a podcast and that somebody commented like he is not Australian. I went to school with him. Like he doesn't even have an Australian accent. Like this whole shit show, Myra, it's so much. Guys, I mean, if you know, you know. I feel like the whole world has kept up with this as it is, but I'm just like so invested in this. And he's just such a like Myra. Can you imagine your man like fighting you about this? Like, how dare you make that joke? Like my mom died that way. Him storming off.
I'll be like, you gotta like tell me your whole storyline. What happened to your family? Because she didn't know, Myra,
right? So she didn't know. She's thinking like, oh my God, I just made this joke about falling down the stairs. That's how his mom died. Like she had no idea. So many fights that they got alive. So many fake things that he just got bored. I guess in that moment was like, I'm gonna start a fight right now. Like the fact that he just looked down and he's like, it's her birthday today. I'm gonna storm out crying, and then he was like bawling like lunatic,
an actual lunatic.
Like dead ass. Imagine.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine dating someone like that. I don't even want to get into the details because there's so much of it, like so much, and I feel like the whole world has heard about this. You need to watch the whole thing, Mario. You really have to get into it. But fast forward, you know, she does that expose on TikTok, and she's like, "Okay, you want to call me a yapper?" So then she goes on TikTok and says everything. And of course, him being the manipulator he is, like, he's so dumb. Like, he tried to do a response, and like he tried to do his own series, like debunking her lies. And it's literally the dumbest shit, Myra. He never addresses his mom being alive. Ooh. Ever. Like, he goes around everything except the fact that, like, you killed off your fucking family, idiot. Like, lied about his age. Like, he goes around everything. Literally, like, it's him making like full-blown TikTok saying like, she said that on this day we did this. He was like, it was actually June, blah blah blah. Like, the stupidest shit ever. Like, trying to like call her a liar, but about shit that makes, like, he's not addressing the actual issue. Like, the dumbest shit, Maya. Like, you watch it and you're like, this is insane, this is ridiculous. Anyways, yeah, his career is in shambles, and if anything, I think her doing that series like really is
people obviously like are siding with her, right?
100%, Myra. Like, who the fuck does that? You killed off your whole family. Like, you what?
He's mentally not stable.
I feel like at this point, you know what could have saved his ass? He should have gone online and said like, you know what, guys? Clearly, I need fucking help. And you know, nobody kills their family off like that. Like, clearly, I got some fucking issues I got to work on. I'm so embarrassed that this happened, that I did this, like, that I ruined someone's life.
Maybe he's a narcissist and he will never accept
right? Like, you would think like literally the only thing to save your ass would say like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. Like, I really fucked up. Like, why would I do that? You know? But he's like going around it.
I think it's crazy that he like lied about his age and everything, because I feel like you can like easily Google that, like, him being a celebrity.
I don't know, Myra. It's just
is
like,
he a celebrity?
He technically is, but like, I had never heard of him. I had never heard of this guy. He has like a famous wedding song.
Really?
Yeah. I don't even know. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, that's the only song I had ever heard from him. But it's just crazy, Myra. Like, imagine dating like somebody in that world and you're like, you're a fucking lunatic. Like, I could end your fucking career any moment. And she was just kind of like, you know, tiptoeing around it because she felt bad too about it. And she was like, I could literally end this guy's career. So when he called her a yapper, she's like, it's going down. And she fucking ate it up. She got million, like 100. I think she's like at 100 million views of all the series she did. Insane.
She's going to get that coin, girl.
You got to get on it, bitch. You got to get on it. Because
I need
like,
to.
What?
Like the other, like, what was the other, what was her phrase that she would say to the other lady?
Part 20 of Who the Fuck Did I Marry?
Who the Fuck Did I Marry? I was like, baby, I don't got time for this. I was not able to hear everything.
No, but this one was so juicy. It was just, maybe because I had already heard bits of it. So when she exposed all of it, I was like, this guy is off his fucking rocker.
I know.
You know what? I hope he gets help, because to kill your family off is crazy. To say, like, what is real about you?
What about the siblings?
Well, his brother's alive too. He has another brother that he didn't kill off, but like,
none of them came forward and were like, he's lying.
I understand, Maya. He literally has concerts where he's like singing a song about his mom and he's like in tears, and you're like,
and the mom's what?
And she's alive, and like
she's all front row.
He tried to say that it was like a mom figure. No, like, she told her that by name, his mother's legal, like, by name, everything. Like, there's no excuse for that. It's just like, you fucked up.
But where were you going with, like, her also, like, not, like, how she has her own mental issues? What do you mean by that?
She just said that. No, because she's very open about it. She's like, that she wasn't medicated. Because every time she, like, talks about him, she's embarrassed, because honestly, she's like a fucking 10. He's like a 3. I'm pushing it with a 3. Like, he's just like a really odd guy. I don't know. Like, you know, it's not even to come at his looks like that, but it's like, for what you fucking did.
How long were they together?
You do deserve to be, How
long were they together for?
He also said like, oh, we were only together for 3 months, but like, obviously they were talking for a while. They would break up and stuff. Like, she has a timeline. Like, they were together for like 7 months or something. Like 7-8 months of her life, whatever. The point is, like, it was a fucking roller coaster while she was with him. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Sounds exhausting, queen.
sounds absolutely exhausting. And obviously, like, for her, like, she felt like it ruined her life because she really fell in love with this guy. And then it's like they break up and it's like, who are you? Like, I'm mourning this fake relationship.
For a bit,
this is not real.
For a little bit of it, I was gonna say it sounds like he's going through his luteal phase, but then it started getting crazier and crazier.
His luteal phase is crazy. Do guys go through the luteal phase?
I don't think so, but it's giving luteal phase in women. But no, hold on, let me clarify. It's not giving luteal phase because, bitch, that's just crazy. But there was just like the little fighting. I'm like, okay, giving luteal phase, but everything else, I'm like, whoa, okay,
Killing
girl.
off your family is
all right. You are going through a midlife crisis, girl. That's insane.
Listen, a part of me,
you gotta be mentally like not there to do that.
Like, honestly, a part of me feels bad for him because I'm like, you definitely need help. Like, you
need help.
And he told a lot of his girlfriends the same thing. Like, yeah, my mom died, my dad died, my brother died all in the 1 year. It's almost like if he just goes into these relationships seeking sympathy and trying to make himself, he's literally a pick-me. He's literally that.
Oh my God, it's definitely a pick-me. That's just
crazy.
Wild.
It's fucking crazy.
I need to catch up because I'm telling you, like, I watched the podcast on like little snippets on TikTok.
Oh my gosh.
But I've never actually watched it.
No, you gotta get on it.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. When you hear those words, you can feel good knowing that State Farm is there to help you feel supported with the coverage you need for your car, your home, and even boats, motorcycles, RVs, and other things that matter to you. Girl, my house is covered by State Farm, and I fully trust them. If I ever get a motorcycle, RV, anything like that, State Farm it is. With a State Farm agent, you know someone is there to help protect your future by helping you choose the coverage you need. With so many coverage options, it feels good knowing you can find what fits for you. And that's the best part, mama, because I feel like insurance could be a little bit confusing. When things get complicated and you need ways to get help, State Farm gives you the options there too. We love options. Maybe you like to handle things in person or on the phone with your local agent, or you prefer to do it on statefarm.com or on their award-winning app. State Farm lets you do things your way. Yes, we do love options, mama. I'm an app girly. I'm here for the app. It's convenient. Everything is right there where I need it on my phone. It's one click away. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. As a first-time parent, I've learned a lot with diaper rashes. It could do a lot with the material of the diaper. And sometimes it's sad because you don't know what your baby's crying about. And I feel like a diaper rash, it could be so uncomfortable. I totally feel you, queen. Mia is now 3. She's out of diapers. But I feel like I learned so much and just different qualities of diapers. It really makes a difference what diaper they're wearing when it comes to diaper rashes, I've noticed. But baby butts can rejoice. New Huggies Skin Essentials are here. A brand new dermatologist-approved line of diapers, wipes, and pull-ups training pants, all designed with baby's sensitive skin in mind. I love this. The Skin Essentials diapers features a Skin Protect liner, which helps take care of the ick and stick that can cause rash. The wipes are thick and have 0 harsh ingredients for a great, gentle clean. Pull Up Skin Essentials has got your big kid covered too with a training pant that is ultra soft and breathable to help protect sensitive skin throughout potty training. Learn more at Huggies.com. Once again, head to Huggies.com to learn more.
I find so many crazy shit on TikTok. Like, did you see that girl that was going crazy on her man at the airport?
It's funny! It's funny! I hate you! Bro, you're a weird too. Like, it's not funny. Dude, no, you are rushing me to the point of what I you got sick. You dude, good because of you. I hate you. You're a loser. You're a loser!
Like, she's screaming at the top of her lungs.
What is she screaming about?
Because, and it's so sad, like, they're just sitting at the terminal, and she's like, you fucking idiot! Like, screaming at him. Like, literally sitting right next to him, and she's like, I hate you! Like that.
Why is she mad at him? Did they miss the flight?
She's so angry. No. She's saying that he had her hauling ass. Like, you had me hauling, like running over here. And you could hear him say, like, under his voice, like, we're about to miss our flight. We were about to miss our flight.
Yeah.
And she was like, fuck you, I hate you. Like, screaming.
Oh
like, I'm talking like the worst mental breakdown you could ever have, like, in front of, like
she's having it in front of everybody.
Like, in public. And then, like, people are just recording them. Like, I think some lady starts cackling in the back, and she's like, fuck you too. Like, you, this is not like, it's just like absolute lunatic. And I'm thinking, like, what the actual fuck? And everybody's just telling this guy, like, run. She's fucking crazy.
Like she's doing this in public at a public airport. I can't imagine how she is behind closed doors. I don't know. I don't know if you guys saw that TikTok, but I was like, some people have no fucking shame.
Commenting me and
Me and my little
she
face.
is so real. Imagine like what?
She's so real for that. Imagine no, Myra. You're looking at her and you're like, oh my gosh, she's doing this. The guy's face, Myra, looks so embarrassed.
She's so real for that. Like,
He looks so embarrassed. She's literally screaming, Myra.
I know.
Like, chill, like, and like he's just looking at her like, just calm down. It was so embarrassing.
Though too.
Poor fucking thing.
Like, was it a vacation they were going on? Cause awkward.
Yeah, I'd be like, bitch,
You ruined the whole fucking trip, girl.
maybe they're going back home. Because if it were that case, I'd be like, I'm leaving, bitch. I'm going back home. Fuck you. You go by yourself. Like, she was doing the absolute most. And I want to ask, guy, have you ever seen anybody act out in public like that, where you're like, want to say something, but you're like,
Have you ever acted out in public?
no, not like that. No.
No, yeah.
Hell no, Myra.
Me and Brian, I was never an incident like this. But me and Brian we went through a little toxic phase in the beginning.
Well, you guys were
But it was
teenagers.
a friend of a coworker.
Oh, because you guys are teenagers.
Yeah, it was a friend of a coworker. We used to work at a drive-in theater, Queens. And I remember, I think me and Brian, like, we're kind of like fighting. And I do get embarrassed about it till this point. I'm like, honey, are you okay? Are you still traumatized? To the person that saw. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god! So
No,
they
it
saw
wasn't that bad.
You guys go at it.
It wasn't that bad, but I think it's just funny now. It would just definitely wasn't like that. But okay. So there was a phase where me and Brian were probably fighting, being toxic, whatever. And I remember for some reason, like in that phase where we were fighting, I had got someone trying to prank call me. And I could have sworn it was a coworker that was calling me. And he was like, the coworker, he was like, I thought he was calling me. And I was like, is this so-and-so? He was like, yeah, but like maybe the prank caller was like making it up. And I'm like, okay, like what? Like what's going on? And maybe I just kept asking questions. And I assumed that Brian was with that coworker and just friends, and they were prank calling me.
You thought they were fucking with you, okay?
Yeah. So I go to work the next day, and I'm like super angry at Brian. I'm like, why the fuck are you prank calling me?
What?
And I'm like telling the other coworker, like, did you call me? Like, this is not a fucking joke. Like,
Wait, was it that bad? The prank call?
I
like,
think
is this
the prank
Pizza
call?
Hut?
I think it was really bad timing that I thought they were like prank calling me. He knew that obviously eventually I was like, oh, this wasn't like I was tripping. I wasn't going off on him. It was I was more asking like the coworker, like, did you call me? Like, I don't know. I was so confused. Like, and then I'm like telling Brian, I'm like, somebody fucking called me. And obviously there's already tension because I'm not with Brian. So I never like went off on my coworker. Like I was really cool with him and everything.
Yeah.
I was going off on Brian.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, don't ever fucking call me again.
What?
In front of our coworker.
All at a fucking theater.
Before we were about to open, like
Okay, right before you're about to open. I was thinking like there's somebody at the counter like, hi, can I get some popcorn?
About me like toxic, probably thinking that like, I was being prank called and I'm going through a breakup. So I already like can't even like look Brian in the eyes. You're working with like your ex basically, right?
Oh, you guys had broken up.
We were broken up.
So that's why you were mad.
That's what I said. We break up and then
I'm sorry, I missed that part. At first I thought you guys were dating and you were like, who the fuck is calling me? Like I thought you were just being toxic.
No. Like we were broken up and I thought like they probably all like, cause I feel like coworkers, like we would always like, maybe not always get together, but we all were like really close.
Okay, so you guys
we would do things outside of like work.
So you already like broke up with Brian. You guys were going through a breakup
moment.
So you're already like fighting with him.
I think the coworkers are together and like
you think they're plotting against
they
you.
were just like trying to like call me to irritate me or something.
Okay, you thought Brian was fucking with you and you guys had just broken up.
I thought he was fucking with me. So but like I didn't even, maybe I was just being toxic because I didn't take anything out. I didn't take anything out on the coworker because I was really cool with a coworker. But I remember like literally telling Brian like, don't ever fucking call me. Like this is not a fucking joke. Like as we're about to open up the Tiki Girl, like movies are about to start. People are about like lighting up. I'm screaming at Brian like by the plancha.
Oh my God.
And my coworker like in the corner just like poor thing trying to mind his business. And
he
like,
was not.
no, I think I would have been eating that shit up if I was working there. I would have been like, oop, they're fighting.
Oh, you know,
he was like, okay, period. Ah,
front row seat.
no, like,
bitch.
and like, ni me dio vergüenza. I was just like going the fuck off. Like, I was toxic, girl.
Well, because
I
you
was
guys are
so
broken up.
convinced that like they were
fucking-
prank calling me, and I was like, this is not funny. Like,
Okay.
now you're giving my phone number out and just calling me just because you guys are drunk. Like, that's how I saw it.
Yeah.
I ended up like finding out that it was not them. It was an actual complete stranger prank calling me. And anytime I would ask a question, they would say yes. So I assumed that it was them.
I'm
So
screaming.
that I always think about that moment. And I always think about my coworker, Honey, if you're watching this, you probably still think about that day. It was hilarious now to talk about it. Because
Well, I get it though, Mara.
he
You
sees
guys
us
are-
still together. He's probably thinking like, that time, girl, that time y'all fought. Like, for
No,
what?
it's just funny though because you guys are broken up, so I could get why you were irritated with him. Because like in that moment, you're like, ugh.
It
I'm
was
seeing you every
definitely
day.
a moment that was like, I was upset. So I was like,
I don't know
raising
if
my
I've had a
voice.
moment like that. I'm just thinking like I've definitely seen like I feel like airport people are like the attitude in airports
yeah.
are so different.
That's the most I would do though, like in
Okay.
front of a friend. Because I feel like our friends were all comfortable, like if we're bickering with our mans. But to be out in, I know work environment is public, but like I wouldn't do
I
that.
know.
Like,
You were
does that
also
make
literally
sense?
like 17.
It was literally those people that I thought were prank calling me. So I just felt like
also like a child. Yeah. Like I remember one time going to Mexico, Mara. Like we had gone to Mexico. We were at the CBX, and there was a daughter. Like you could tell that she was the daughter, and she was with her parents, and she was being so fucking mean to her dad. And I hope that bitch ever watches this. I don't even think she like whatever. I just really hope that she knows. And they were thinking like, wait, I was really mean to my dad one time at the airport. Bitch, everybody saw it, and it was the most heartbreaking thing to see. I wanted to tell her so bad, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this man, Myra, was like elderly, and she was so frustrated with him. I don't know if they were missing their flight or what, but we were like going through security, and she was like, "Apúrate!" And she was like grabbing his shit, like so fucked up, Myra. And her dad looked like he was on the verge of tears.
oh hell no.
I almost like saw my dad in him, and I wanted to go fuck that bitch up.
Oh my god.
I was thinking like, how dare you speak to your father like that? Like I could tell
Like,
that it
for
was her dad.
real.
You could tell it was her dad. 'Cause she was like, "Apá," like she was just like, at first she was just like had an attitude, but she literally was like, it looked like it was like abuse. Like it was just like,
hell no.
he just looked like so embarrassed. Like I definitely remember like giving her some looks like, the fuck is this bitch doing? Like we were talking within ourselves like, oh, what is she on? Like, but that's the only time I seen that, and I was just like, what is this fucking bitch doing right now? Like I don't know. I can't even go into details because I forgot, but I just remember her being a complete asshole to her dad, and I was like, fucking.
Oh my god.
But anyways,
I feel like the only way you would have to see me act out in public is if like in that moment I found out like I'm being cheated on or something, honey. I'm gonna humiliate you in front of everybody. I'm gonna let everybody know what you did to me. Imagine.
no, that part, yeah, I get that.
Like it would have to be chaotic, girl, for me to actually act out in that moment. Like I don't know.
Sometimes I wish a bitch would act out. Do you ever like wish, you see like a Karen on TikTok or something where they're, oh my God, don't you ever think of that? You're like, the moment a racist bitch says a comment to my mom or something,
Oh,
I wish a bitch would.
yeah.
Do you ever think of that? Like,
Yeah,
I
I
wish a
do.
bitch would bust that
I
shit.
sometimes just I'm out running errands and I'm like plotting things in my head in case it happens. Plotting is crazy.
Do you do that? Oh, I'm definitely like thinking
I'm
like,
looking at somebody like
you
okay,
look
this-
like a Karen.
you look like a Karen. Like I just need to prepare myself or something.
No, I definitely have scenarios like that where I think I'm like, I
Sometimes
wish a
you'll
Karen
freeze,
would,
though, because it's like
bitch.
that one time I said to the guy at Subway, like, you're really big to be working at Subway. Now I think that was like a
Yeah.
male Karen, and I could have said something, and I
Maybe
froze.
there's times that we think we would say something and then you're just so shocked
and
that
I
you're like,
truly froze. So quién sabe.
yeah. I know. Some people just have no self-awareness, I swear.
Do you feel like, are you someone that like, say a friend or even me, someone, I might be having my little bickering moment with Brian or like a friend's fighting with their mans? Because I feel like all of us were very like open and we'll like bicker with our mans in front of each other.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt or do you ever feel like you're the kind that might like step in and be like, you're wrong, girl, you're doing too much? Or do you just like sit back, like just don't say anything? What kind of girl are you?
For the most part, from what I've seen, like from friends and stuff, it's like little bickering.
Yeah.
Where like I'll like cackle because I'm like, that's so real. That's me. You know what I mean?
Literally, yeah.
Or like there's a lot of times that like Myra will be bickering with Brian about little things, and like I actually will start laughing in front of them because I'm like, that is such a me thing to do. Because I see myself in Myra a lot, and she'll like do something where like I can't help but burst into tears. I mean, no, wait, no, sorry. I mean like burst into like laughter because
that
like,
one time.
Just like random shit that Mara will do sometimes that she'll bicker with Brian about. I'm like, that's so me and Raul. Like, why?
Yeah.
But there is time, like, if it's serious, I'll be like, no, Myra, like, you're doing too much. Like, there's so many times that I've like checked you, Myra, and I'm like, Myra, you're overreacting.
Yeah.
Like,
with siblings, yes, I'll tell you when I'm like, okay, girl, you gotta like just chill. Like, you're definitely trying to make your point.
Whenever I'm fighting with Raul, like Myra will definitely tell me like, Karina, you're doing
I'll
too
be
much.
honest, and if it's like maybe you are right, I'll say it in a respectful way without insulting him. Like, you know, when it comes to friends, I think I'd like to just stay distant and just like, I'll probably cackle a little bit because I'm like, you are so me, like, period. But period. But not period. But y'all, if you have friends, you know, like, even with my mom, sometimes I see her bickering with my dad. I'm like, she is so me. Like
my mom, I will tell her, I'll be like, he's joking. It's clear he's joking, but my mom's like, he's not funny.
My mom has always been the kind that does not understand my dad's sarcasm, right?
She thinks
for many years I'm like, he's joking, lady. Like, get with the program.
He's literally joking, yeah.
Ryan is such a jokester that I think I'm like that lady now where like I don't understand the jokes, and I'm like, I'm becoming my mom. Imagine
like the prank.
I'm just kidding.
What? I'm like the prank, like I'm fucking
like the prank girl vibe.
You're like, I don't get it.
No,
that's different. That's different.
Like it's because at some point, like,
that is
Brian is
so
such,
my parents.
It's hilarious.
My mom is so funny. She'll be like, "Ay, tu papá es bien mentiroso." She'll be like, "He's such a liar." I'm like, "He's clearly joking, lady."
Yeah.
My dad is the biggest jokester. Like, you can't take him serious. Like, everything that comes out of he's always joking about some shit.
Literally,
and
Brian
my mom will be like, "You're such a liar." I'm like, he's joking. Like, it's so obvious that he's being sarcastic
probably
right
so
now.
Overwhelmed with all the jokes. Like, Brian jokes so much. I have to warn people. Like, if we're in a setting, I have to warn. Like, anything that comes out of his mouth could be a joke. So he's very sarcastic.
Bro, my mom.
Some people don't understand it.
My dad's really sarcastic too, and it's funny because my mom does not read it, and I'm like, it's so obviously clearly a joke, and she'll be like, he's such a liar. I'm like, girl, laugh
all mad.
Yeah, it's actually hilarious to watch. So I will check my mom. I'm like, he's literally joking, like, and she'll be like, well, it's not funny. I'm like, damn. Like, I think my dad's hilarious.
I know. I feel like a lot of our like little bickering with friends and stuff, it's never gotten serious where I would step in and be like, y'all, this is weird, you know? Like, I've never, like, I
we're just all really comfortable.
Like our mans are like, they would not.
I think
make
we're all
us
really similar too.
I literally have never felt like as with a friend where I'm like, oh my god, her man's like completely disrespecting
I've
her.
had time.
I've never felt that.
I like with like
other friends.
Yeah, or like not my close circle, but I've definitely seen it when I'm like where I will say something. And the guy's completely out of fucking line, and I'm like, that dude does not love you talking about you like that. And I will say something.
Yeah.
Y luego a rato, like, I'm looking like the dumbass because I'm over here fighting with him. Oh,
you're right. Yes, there are certain people that we've seen it.
And now I'm fighting with him, and it's like, well, now you're back together. Now you're mad at me. So, like, fuck both of y'all, because I'm just trying to defend you.
Yeah.
And situations, that's why there's situations where, like, you just don't say anything because it's like, why am I going to try to defend you? That you like that shit.
you like getting fucking.
Like, you're there. You like that fucking behavior. So I'm not going to say shit. I've had relationships like that I've literally like lost friends over because I'm like I cannot believe this guy is speaking like this about you right now. I've lost friends to that. I have.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm very grateful to say that like our close knit circle, like we are, you know, very similar in our values and stuff. I think when Elizabeth bickers with these men, it's the funniest thing ever because he's making me crack up with his comebacks. She's making me crack up with his because I'm like, you guys are so real right now for this because it's like a stupid little fight.
Yeah.
It's never anything like, you know.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about how you're so consistent with like taking your 10,000 steps, bitch? Because
Oh, my watch is dead. Oh,
because I've actually seen you like I've gone over to Myra's house where we're having like a girlies' night watching TV, and Myra's in the corner like
I know,
trying to get her steps in.
bitch.
And she'll like let us know like I'm getting my steps in, y'all. Ignore me, and she's just going the
My
fuck off in her
walking
house.
pad broke.
It broke.
Wouldn't break the little, you know, the little thing that turns. It goes to the side, so it gets stuck. Not the walk in place. So I was on live the other day, and I was like multitasking. I was on live chatting with the girlies, and I was like, I gotta get my steps in. And they were like, well, you can't leave the live. Just go take your steps. And I was like, oh, and I started taking my steps.
Honestly, queen shit.
A little. If you guys were on that live, hi Gorge.
That's actually so iconic, Myra. 10,000 steps a day is
I
so
know.
good for you.
I know, and I've been doing it for 2 weeks already.
You're already halfway through the month, and
The
you've been
17th
doing
already.
it. Wow,
Yeah. There was like
incredible.
just 2 days in Vegas, the day that we got there and the day that we left, that I didn't complete it. But
That's really good.
I
need
know.
to get my steps.
She's
in.
also in her green tea era.
I love that for her.
So green tea, you guys. Okay. So I'm not a doctor. I don't know like what I'm talking about. Let me just put that out there. But I heard in the streets that green tea is like the natural Ozempic. Do you believe that?
I don't know.
So apparently it has to be like multiple times a day for it to work. First of all, there's so many benefits with green tea. So many benefits.
I always thought, I guess, like I don't look much into teas at all. I always thought that green teas kind of just like cleaned you out. But there's actual like benefits, huh?
No, there's like it's actually extremely good for you. So I started taking it once a day, and then I gradually brought it up to 2 times a day, and now I'm doing it like sometimes, for the most part, 3 times a day now. I've been taking it over a week. I have not seen a difference in the scale, but I will say that it does suppress my hunger. So I do catch myself not going for seconds. I do catch myself maybe not like having dinner. Like I catch myself not having like the food noise. Like it's actually crazy. So I don't know if there's like actually science behind it, but I know that there is like a specific thing in the green tea that Ozempic has.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually iconic.
Is it like an active ingredient? Or
It's
like
herb? Yeah, it's there's something in it that like it's similar to Ozempic, but it's like the natural form. But people think you have to drink it once a day, and it's like no, like there is actual just normal people that aside like even for myself, I'm not even trying to tell myself like this is like working like Ozempic. Like I'm trying to get my head out of that, and more in general, I think it just has so many benefits for you. And I started putting like honey in it because it kind of just does taste bad. But I'm also doing decaf because I feel like the caffeinated one, because I be doing like I'm trying to get creative with my drinks. I'll make it an iced tea with like honey and stuff, so I don't get bored of it, because I don't know, it does taste a little funky. Did you know that you could even burn your tea? Like if the water's too hot, that's why it tastes bitter.
What?
Because you burned it. So I'm letting the water like still cool down a little
add
bit.
like stuff to it to make it be good.
I try not to, but like at night, if I just want to treat myself, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna make it into an iced tea. Like I will put lemon and honey, and I'll be with my cute little cup, like with my tea.
Okay, period.
Yeah. So I don't know. She's in her green tea era.
Okay, period.
But it's so beneficial, Karina. I'm actually gonna pull up just so I know what I'm
Is it safe
talking.
during pregnancy to take teas and stuff?
I don't know, but I know in general, it's just really good for you. Okay, so it helps with heart health, brain health, weight loss. I'm not sure about that because there's people that do take it. I think you have to still change your ways. Like, you know, you can't just drink green tea and still eat like a freaking animal. Antioxidants. It has antioxidants that help prevent cell damage and support the immune system, which may help fight cancer.
Oh, period.
Yeah. It's good for skin health and oral hygiene. It just has a lot of benefits. And you know, something that had stuck with me, and I'm not saying like I know I like crazy sometimes, but something that had stuck with me. One time a doctor said, is it killing you or is it fueling you? Like, is it nourishing you or killing you?
Yeah, that part.
So when I drink this coffee that tastes like crap, I'm like, it's not killing me.
Fueling me.
It's like I'm like, if anything, my body's like, whoa, what is this? Well,
yeah,
it's
like
actually amazing for me.
They say like take a look at your organs, your liver, your kidneys, all that. Like think of them as filters. Your organs.
Yeah.
Like, do I want this to be processed through my liver, through my kidneys? And you look at it, and you look at shit food and you're like, this is literally being absorbed into my organs.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's just as you get older, you're more like aware of like your health. Even like the 10,000 steps thing, right? I'm like, before, like I work from home, like I'm in my computer, like I don't do much like moving around. Like, how many steps was I getting before? Because they say like movement is key for a long, healthy life.
of course.
Like,
yeah.
how weak was my heart when I was not moving? You know what I mean, though?
It's all pumping on slow.
No, I know, no, God,
I
no.
feel you though.
But
Get
you know
your
what I
blood
mean?
flow. Just getting blood
You know
flow
what I
going.
mean, though? Like, what was I doing being a fucking couch potato? You know? And then on top of it, like, I don't know. I think it's something fun to look into, green tea, because it has a lot of benefits. And I'm not going to lie. I feel like even the brain fog a little bit has cleared because I struggle a lot with brain fog.
Oh, period. Okay.
I don't know. She's in her green tea
I'll
era.
look into it.
And you know what? People drink it their whole lives. Just and I just told Brian this. I'm like, you know what? Just like I have my coffee every morning, just knowing the benefits of this green tea, I'm gonna drink it my entire life. And that's
there's
it.
people that really fuck with tea. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm slowly like I get excited for it now. I'm like, oh my
I love
tea
that.
time.
I love it. I need to do that.
And now I'm a host of tea party. I'm just
the
kidding.
tea
No,
parties,
the other day our friends came over. I'm like, you guys want some tea? We're all with our teas. I'm really becoming that senora. Like what?
I love it.
But wow, let us know if y'all want a tea party in the next episode. Like what?
Tea party. I'm gonna look into if I could drink it. I'm down.
I think you could, and it really, you know what's? Let me just say, guys, it actually just does really help with like it. Even I think it even prevents diabetes.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But I
That's
take
a bold
it
statement. You know, they're gonna be like, y'all ain't doctors.
You know, right? Oh, I always have to like a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I'm just on
I know,
TikTok.
right?
Now me getting dragged. Did you see Myra saying shit prevents diabetes? Like what else? Is it? All getting sued. Like y'all.
Oh.
I don't know what I'm saying, and I just. But yeah, decaf, guys, because I think caffeinated would probably work even better, but because the decaf one has to be filtered out a little bit. But,
Oh, okay.
but if y'all
I
want to
didn't
try
even
it
know that
out-
was a thing with tea, bitch. I thought that was just coffee. I didn't know there was such thing as decaffeinated tea. Tea
Well,
gives you
green
energy.
tea has a yeah.
Oh, matcha does that. That's so real.
Matcha's also really healthy, but without
fuck
all
with
the
matcha.
but without all the sweets, babes. I've tried your matcha before. That shit's bomb as fuck. I'm sure
I
we're
literally
not.
saw a TikTok of somebody saying like matcha is shit. If you like it, you have to force yourself to like it. I'm like, wait.
I mean, the one you be having, baby, they adding stuff in it.
I mean, maybe because it has like 20 pumps of syrup. That's probably
Yeah, exactly, girl.
that's probably why
I've
it
tried
tastes
some delicious
good.
green tea too, baby, and it's sweet as
But,
heck.
like matcha by itself, I'm sure is fucking dirt trash. Tastes like dirt.
If it tastes like shit, it's good for you, all right? But wow, that wraps up today's episode, queens.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.